this will be somewhat of an extreme cardio day for me. Welcome to Thailand and welcome to Chiang Mai, the city where so many people comes just to completely fall in love with their road bike, their bicycle. And a big reason to why they fall in love with their bicycle is what you can see behind me. This is Doi Suthep, the best mountain in the world, the best climb in the world. Today I want to embrace the whole body by doing a full body movement day. I don't want to neglect any part of myself. So it's going to be cycling, running, swimming and monkey business, everything. Let me talk about my experience with this falling in love with the bicycle and what I would like to call the cycling syndrome of Chiang Mai. So I decided to do like somewhat of a triathlon day. I've been going up Doi Suthep twice and once up the Palace. 2 times up Doi Suthep, sub 40. My chain dropped on the second lap after like 8.5k, but I still made it up sub 40. I'm gonna go to the stadium then for a swim and then maybe run some laps around the stadium, and then I will finish off the day with the Durian Buffet here in Chiang Mai, which is kind of required if you do this insane amount of cardio. So follow me. We come to Chiang Mai either with a bicycle or without the bicycle, and we totally fall in love with cycling. We don't leave our bicycle anywhere. We go everywhere by bicycle, and we get fitter and fitter. We get better and better at cycling, and we get worse and worse at walking. We go up and down the mountain every day, and wherever you go there by bicycle. It is the best way to transport yourself here, like, because there's not many places you can walk and the traffic stands still, so you don't want to go by car or motorbike. You want to go by bicycle, and that's a good thing. But for me, that leads me to an incomplete body. Last June I did like 2,200 kilometers of cycling, and I averaged like 1,150 meters of elevation gain every day. That's almost 2 Doi Suthep every day. I was so fit when it came to cycling. I could go super fast up the mountain. I could go up and down 4 or 5 times in a row, full speed, but I could hardly run a 2K. And my feet hurt. I lost my muscles. I couldn't do 3 pull-ups because I never did them. And when you do extreme amount of cardio, you need to take from the body's reserves if you don't eat enough. And yeah, you don't get strong by doing cardio. So I'm gonna do some laps. Don't know how many. I think I go by the timer. Maybe I do 30 minutes. Let's dive in. Round 2 of the triathlon day done. Swimming. I did 30 minutes, 22 laps, so 1,100 meters. That's not fast. I'm not a swimmer. I'm not anything. I'm a human. So we never take our cycling shoes off. And when we walk in the cycling shoes. I feel incomplete doing that. I want to walk like this. So I can walk to the market. I don't need to take my bicycle. Final stage of the triathlon day. This is the track, but I'm running barefoot, so I prefer to run here on the lawn. You can run all the way around. They don't like that. Okay. Competing against the Silverman. I wanted today to be a day of full body exercise, triathlon if you want to, but not even that. I wanted to do running, walking, cycling, swimming and body movement. If I don't walk, I feel incomplete. If I don't run, I feel like I'm holding back. I want to run. Look at him running! Barefoot 5k in the grass, 22:34. That's good, right? Need to take a shower, which they have here. Ice cold. I need to eat some watermelon and then go for the Durian. End of triathlon day. Thank you very much.
I like having friends who are so enthusiastic about watermelon.
I just like having friends. Cycling, if you don't do anything else, makes your body incomplete. It's quite logical. The body needs to move the whole body. So yes, the ground is super hot, but your feet can get used to that. And I'm talking by experience. I can walk on the super hot asphalt now, barefoot. Takes some time, but the body can get used to most stupid things.
I bought a pair of combi pedals where I can use both clicking and I can use any shoes.
And that means I can use no shoes. Suited for me.
Man, these bananas are amazing.
If you live the bicycle life here and you would have a step counter, you would probably notice that you walk around like less than 1,000 steps a day. I spent the winter in Norway without the bicycle walking like 25,000 steps a day at my job and during my free time. I get more fit by walking 25,000 steps a day than I do by cycling up and down the door every day, like and commuting everywhere. I need to walk. It's good for us. Walking, running, walking. You take the bike to 7-Eleven, you take the bike to the restaurants, even though it's just 1k to walk there. And I get that. Here in Asia it's not convenient to walk. There's a lot of traffic and there's no sidewalks. It's just the price you have to pay. I need to walk, so I dedicate time to walk. I just take my bicycle out to the stadium and I do laps. I walk up the Pilgrim's Trail, wherever I can walk. I do walk on these horrible streets. I do that because I don't want to neglect 2 out of the 3 parts that I feel like that I want my body to have, and I love doing them all. I love walking, I love cycling, I love body movement in general. Do you have more? Oh, there we go. Okay. Looks better. Aha. Nim nim suk suk. That's the way we want it. Nim nim suk suk. Thank you.
Whoa!
You know, so kind.
How long did it take you to spell?
Good year. Complications. Any good? Yeah.
It seems like you've done a lot with this, what small space is there. Sick. Your major seems like it'd be useful for movies.
There's also another side of the coin that most cyclists don't talk about, and that is, have you ever heard the saying, if you're gonna cross the desert, you would choose a horse, not a camel. The camel can walk on what seems to be like forever, but then it drops dead. And the horse, it would tell you, I'm tired, I need to take a rest. It just refuses to walk on. I think it might be from The Alchemist, I don't remember. Anyway, the bicycle would be the camel, and running would be the horse. I can go on for like 20 hours of cycling, like that's insane. and I don't even get sore muscles, none at all. I just feel a slow fatigue, like I'm sleepy, tired in my body, but I don't get sore muscles like from running. My body will tell me like, okay, you need to take a rest now. So that's, yeah, it's the perfect weight loss thing, this cycling, because you can do it for so many hours. I'm not sure I am the best at listening to my body when I do cycling. Like, I don't care about the health thing when it comes to this extreme ride, like when I did 454k in one ride, like 19 hours of cycling in one day. I don't think that's healthy for your body, but it's super healthy for my mind, and it made me grow as a person. So there's a lot of things to consider when it comes to cycling. So what would be the solution to this problem? It's not actually a problem, and it may sound like I have been saying bad things about cycling in this video, but I haven't. I would never. I love cycling. It's the best. I think everybody who goes to Asia should have a bicycle with them, like especially a road bike. And going up and down the mountain is one of the most enjoying things I can do. It's so satisfying. But yes, there's a but. Don't expect you to become super fit in all areas, because doing only cycling, because it's so one-sided movement. If you look at it, you use your legs, you pedal, you sit down, it's such a one-sided movement. Don't neglect. For me, that is, I have 3 areas that I do exercises like. That would be walking and running, that's 1. Cycling is 1. And the third part is just body movement in general, like handstands, exercising like your muscles. All of them have to be fun, otherwise you can just neglect them. It doesn't matter. Just wait for the airplane. But I gotta have all 3 of them to be fit and complete in my body. Otherwise, I could do only walking and running and monkey business, but I couldn't do only cycling. Cycling is the one that requires both of the other ones. Otherwise, I become incomplete. Incomplete as a body. Because it's such a one-sided movement. Running is way more whole body. And so is the rest. Like, I spent the winter in Norway doing no cycling at all. No running, just walking. I walked like 25,000 steps in one day. And when I tried to do a 5k in the spring, I did it in 21 minutes. I could never do that if I do only cycling. I tried to run some laps on the stadium, like in 1 month that I did nothing but cycling, and I popped out after like 1k. I was like super tired, and my body was not used to the bounces. Your feet are not used to walk even. They are just used to this spinning motion of cycling. So I'm curious, how do all you cyclists here in Chiang Mai feel in your body? Do you feel like you're complete in your fitness level? Or is it that you just want only cycling? I get a lot like, you are so flexible, you must be so strong because you can do handstands and stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm not. I just, the amount of exercise I do now only lets me to maintain muscles I already have. I'm not gaining any strength, I'm not gaining any flexibility. I barely maintain it by doing the things I do. I would gain a lot if I decrease the amount of cycling, but cycling is so time consuming, so it takes from the body's reserves. Like, you get stiff and you get weak if you don't build muscles on the side. If you look at the Tour de France winners, they couldn't do a pull-up, but they are fast as hell up the mountains. Like, anyway, with all that said, go get yourself a bicycle and come to Asia with me. Thank you.
I'm the king of the sand, of the ocean